Hey, Simply Sugar here with the evening news rundown. So, President Donald Trump has mobilized 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles under Title 10, deploying them without California Governor Newsom's approval to address what the administration describes as violence. Although the LAPD chief said that the protests were largely peaceful and the violence was incited by these ICE officers, and this is exactly what this government wants. They want this clash. They want to be able to send in the National Guard, especially into blue states, to throw their weight around. This has nothing to do with immigration policy. This has everything to do with fear and dictatorship. Governor Newsom and the LA Mayor Karen Bass have criticized the deployment as unnecessary and inflammatory, warning it could escalate tensions. Meanwhile, Homeland Security officials and DHS Secretary Kristi Noem was largely on television today defending it, and also defending the possibility of sending in the Marines and other military into the United States streets. A couple of videos back, I discussed the difference between protests and the difference between an insurrection. An insurrection is when you take over government buildings, use violence to forcibly make change. A protest is, signs and chanting and congregation to initiate change. They are threading this needle in a way that the world is watching. And if you listen to other countries, how they are discussing the United States, it's an embarrassment. And although we like to think it's just about us, we need the world. This is what we're heading to. We rely on the world for supplies, for minerals, for important things. It's just not us anymore. This is not the society that we live in, and it's a little bit ignorant to think that that's where we're at. In international news, the Madeleine aid ship bound for Gaza. So the Madeleine, a British-flagged aid yacht operated by Freedom Flotilla Coalition, is carrying symbolic humanitarian goods, such as rice, baby formula, medical supplies, along with 12 international activists, including Greta Thunberg and French MEP Rima Hassan. So they departed Sicily on June 1st and is now near the Egyptian coast, approximately 16 to 160 nautical miles out. So now the Israeli government defense minister Israel Katz has directed the IDF to take all necessary measures to stop the vessel. A vessel carrying humanitarian aid and aid workers to feed the people of Gaza is now a threat to the Israeli government. So if you follow the Madeleine here on TikTok and through their GPS, you notice that their GPS went down, they were getting jammed, and it said they were in Jordan. I'm hoping and praying for their safety, and I'm hoping that they do dock and get people some aid, some necessary aid there. It's not against Israel to want people to survive, and when people are making that distinction that you're anti-Semitic because you don't want a genocide to happen, I think it's ridiculous. Why can't we want them both to coexist? Why is that not a thing? I want them both to coexist, hopefully in peace. But that doesn't make me an enemy of anyone. That's just my opinion. Let me know yours. And that's the evening news rundown that I'm going to cover. I will see you tomorrow morning.